Is your GE top-load washer leaving you with a soggy mess because it won't spin even though it agitates? You're in the right place. I'm William from AppliancePartsPros.com, here to guide you through diagnosing the issue. We'll explore some usual suspects like the main control, motor, lid switch, and drive assembly, showing you that understanding these parts is easier than you might think. Even if you've never peeked inside a washer before, don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's get started and have that washer spinning like new. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. For today's work, we'll need a multimeter, a 1/4, 5/16, and 7/16 inch nut driver, a tub nut wrench and mallet, a 3/8, a 1/2, and a 3/4 inch wrench or socket, as well as a flathead screwdriver and pliers. Remember, safety comes first, so ensure your top-load washer is unplugged or the breaker is switched off. With our tools in hand and safety measures in place, let's move on to the first steps in troubleshooting your washer's spinning issue. Use a 1/4 inch nut driver to remove the 3 screws securing the top of the console. Rotate the console forward to expose the control board. Locate the 3-pin connector labeled J7. Plug in the power cord and grab your multimeter. Set the washer to a drain and spin cycle and start it. Extreme care should always be taken when testing live voltage. Electric shock can cause serious injury. If you're uncomfortable using a multimeter around live power, please do not proceed with this test. Set your meter to volts DC. This is indicated by a V with a dotted or dashed line. Place the black meter probe on the red wire connector J7 and leave it there. Touch the red probe to the blue wire. You should see 12.8 volts DC. Next, move the red probe to the yellow wire. You should see a pulsing voltage. If either voltage is missing, the main control has failed. If both are present, stop the cycle and continue troubleshooting. Grab your putty knife and insert it about 3 to 4 inches from each corner at the top of the front panel to release the locking tabs. Rotate the front panel forward, lift it up, and set it aside. Locate the motor harness. Set your multimeter to volts AC, indicated by a V with a squiggly line. If you're unsure how to use a multimeter, we put together a helpful tutorial. Check out the link in the description for step-by-step instructions. Test from the red wire with a black stripe to the white wire with a red stripe. You should see 120 volts AC. Now locate the LED indicator on the top of the motor and observe the flash pattern. If it flashes once, then pauses for a long time, or flashes 3, 5, or 9 times, the motor has failed. If it flashes 1 second on, 1 second off, continue troubleshooting. Any other flash pattern indicates a specific fault, which should be cross-referenced with the model's technical sheet. Unplug the washer, disconnect the motor harness, and set your meter to continuity mode, usually shown as a symbol resembling a sideways Wi-Fi icon. Test between the red wire with black stripe and the orange wire. If there is no continuity, the lid switch has failed. If there is continuity, continue troubleshooting. If everything else has passed testing, the drive assembly is likely at fault. To confirm, we'll inspect the shifter and test the actuator coil for resistance. Reach to the top of the drive pulley and check the position of the shifter gear. When no voltage is applied, the gear should be sitting down against the pulley. If it's stuck or not fully seated, that indicates a mechanical failure. Next, locate the 2-wire connector coming from the motor. This should contain a red wire and a yellow wire. Disconnect this harness, set your multimeter to resistance or ohms, and place one probe on the red wire and the other on the yellow wire. You should get a reading between 66 to 70 ohms. If the resistance is outside of this range, like this one, or the shifter gear is stuck and not resting on the pulley, the drive assembly has failed and will need to be replaced. Grab your 1/4 inch nut driver and remove the screws located at the front corners of the top panel. Lift the lid and press up on the lid switch from underneath while pressing in on the locking tab. Rotate the lid switch and push it down through the opening. Set the top panel aside. Disconnect the wires from the console and set it to the side. Disconnect the pressure hose from the pressure switch. Using a 5/16 inch nut driver, remove the suspension straps from the tub. Next, remove the 1/4 inch screws along the bottom edge of the console bottom plate. Lift the console bottom plate and set it to the side. It can be hung to the side as well. Lift up on the locking tabs to remove the tub ring. Remove the agitator by pulling it straight up, then remove the agitator coupling and 7/16 inch center bolt beneath it. Grab a tub nut wrench or a large adjustable wrench and remove the tub nut. Lift out the spin basket. Remove the split ring and washer. You can use a flathead screwdriver to expand the ring for easier removal. Disconnect the drain hose. Also unplug the motor harness. Lift up on the tub and remove the suspension rods from the tub. You can rotate and tilt the tub to work it out of the washer frame. Set the tub upside down on a work surface. Remove the drive belt from the motor and pulley. Using a 3/8 inch socket, remove the nut securing the motor to the drive assembly. Set the motor aside. Use a 3/4 inch socket to remove the pulley. Next, remove the 3/8 inch bolt securing the drive assembly to the tub platform. Then use a 1/2 inch socket to remove the bolts holding the tub platform in place. Finally, pull the drive assembly out of the tub. Here's the old drive assembly and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Position the new drive assembly in the center of the tub base. Reinstall the tub platform over the drive assembly. Align the mounting holes on the tub and the drive assembly and secure it using the 1/2 inch socket and the original bolts. Install the 3/8 inch bolt to secure the drive assembly. Next, reinstall the pulley onto the drive shaft using a 3/4 inch socket. Tighten it securely. Mount the motor back onto the drive assembly with the 3/8 inch nuts. Loop the drive belt around the motor pulley and drive pulley. Flip the tub upright and guide it back into the washer cabinet. Reconnect the suspension rods. Tilt and rotate the tub as needed to align each one. Reconnect the drain hose. Plug the motor wire harness back in. Reinstall the split ring and washer onto the drive shaft. Lower the spin basket into position over the drive shaft. Reinstall and tighten the tub nut with your tub nut wrench or large wrench. Reinstall the agitator coupling and secure it with the center bolt. Push the agitator back down onto the coupling until it locks into place. Reattach the tub ring by snapping the locking tabs into place. Using a 5/16 inch nut driver, reinstall the suspension straps at the top of the tub. Lift the console bottom plate back into position and reconnect the pressure hose. Reinstall the 1/4 inch screws along the bottom edge of this console plate. Slide the top panel back into place. Secure the top panel with the 1/4 inch screws at each front corner. Feed the lid switch back into its slot and rotate it to lock. Press it in until the tab clicks. Install the front panel. Reconnect the wires to the console and rotate it into place, securing it with the 1/4 inch screws you removed at the beginning. We're plugging the power supply cord in, and with that, we're done. Thanks for watching. Now that you've identified the issue with your GE top load washer, take the next step by heading over to AppliancePartsPros.com. Simply enter your model number to find the exact part you need, and most orders arrive within just a couple of days. Once your new part is delivered, revisit our video guides for step-by-step installation instructions. We would love to hear about your repair journey. Let us know how it went by leaving a comment below. We're here to help you every step of the way. See you next time.